Well, the Southeast Produce Council Southern Innovation Expo brought hundreds of growers and buyers to Music City, but they're just part of the produce picture. Chip Carter has more.
When we think about fresh produce, we know it all starts with the grower or the farmer, and we know that we buy it at the grocery store. There are so many other pieces to the puzzle, so many other moving parts of the food supply chain. One of those that we rarely think about is marketing. I'm with Mackey Almy. She's with DMA Marketing, Dallas-based, but you range far and wide across this industry.
Absolutely. I've been serving this industry for over 25 years. First 10 years of my career here, I sold fresh produce. And one of the things I realized is that selling fresh produce is not the biggest battle that we face, but marketing it is if you look at other food choices.
I think if people look at that and go, well, what does marketing have to do? Are they just making advertisements? What are they doing? But you're down at in the street level fighting these fights every day. This is not about creating clever commercials or anything like that. This is a true moving the needle presence.
Absolutely. I mean, the great news is about marketing today is there's definitely some negatives out there that we can use as examples, but there's a lot more positives. And when marketing can be used as the connection between the food that is grown and the people that want to eat more of it, good food, or the people that are needing that inspiration, marketing is the catalyst for that. And marketing can be something that really should essentially start with story. I mean, Chip's story is where it begins. And then it's our job as marketers to get that story to as many people and as many audiences as we need to get more fresh food in the hands of Americans, because the net result is a positive impact on our society.
Well, we know fresh has a very powerful message, but there's also some very powerful competition for those food dollars.
Yeah, absolutely. And it goes without saying, if you look at the processed food giants, there's less of them, but they definitely have more dollars. The good news is the consumer, the shopper is in charge today of the information that they are willing to receive. And our story in fresh is so much more powerful than a conglomerate story of processed foods. And so what our job is to get our small story. And we just saw a perfect example of that today at our keynote from the wonderful minds of the brand at Chick-fil-A. They weren't always the big, amazing brand that they are today. They started small, just like every one of the growers of fresh produce that are out there today. It doesn't matter what size you are, your marketing message can be extremely powerful, and that's what we need more of.
At the end of the day, marketing can't make people want something they don't like.
That's absolutely true. So it still goes back to growing the good food and progressing as consumers progress as well.
And that's the good news in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm Chip Carter from SoutheastProduceWeekly.com, reporting for RFD-TV.
As always, thank you, Chip.